everyone. Welcome back to our lesson. This is again Science 3 and we're on our week number 5. Mag-aaralan natin for today yung mga pagbabago sa solid, liquid at gas, bunga ng temperatura. So yes, I'm sure na master nyo na kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng tatlo, di ba? Solid, liquid, and gas. Pero ngayon, I am going to discuss with you ano naman yung mga changes na pwedeng mangyari sa mga solid, liquid, and gas kung gagamitan natin ng temperatura. Or in English, we call it temperature. Alright? So let's talk about this. We have here our goal for today. Inaasahan sa araling ito, matututunan mo yung pagbabagong nangyayari sa solid, liquid, and gas. So, ang solid kasi, hindi naman siya habang buhay or forever na solid, di ba? Kung may gagawin tayo, especially yung mga experiments. Pwedeng magbago yon. And not only for solid, sa liquid at sa gas din. So, inaasahan din na mailarawan mo ang epekto ng temperature sa solid, liquid at gas at para makita din ang pagbabago ng solid patungong liquid, liquid patungong solid, and liquid patungong gas. Yan. Alright, so without further ado, let's learn. In grade 3, take note, you're gonna be needing your notebook later. So, po pwedeng habang nakikinig kayo ng lesson, i-prepare nyo na yung notebook and pencil ninyo. Alright, but for now, listen carefully. Feel free to pause ha. Kung meron kayong kailangang balikan, pwede ninyong balikan. If you need to pause, you can pause the video. Okay, let's start. Ang mga solid, liquid at gas that you can see around you ay mga uri ng matter. Diba? We learned about matters. And these matters can change. Pwede silang magbago. Their physical appearances can change. Yung physical na kaanyuan because we have what we call temperature. Pwedeng dahil sa init and pwede rin naman na dahil sa lamig. Yung mga malalamig na bagay, katulad ng paborito mong sorbetes or your ice cream, di ba? Ice cream has a very low temperature. Habang yung mga hot matters or yung mga hot things naman like your milk, the milk that you drink every evening or every morning, pwede siyang malamig din. Sometimes we like it cold, di ba? But those that are very hot, meron naman silang mga matataas na temperatura. Okay, now, I'm sure you've heard about the term thermometer, di ba? Yung thermometer, ito naman ay isang kagamitan that we use, ginagamit natin ito para sa temperature, para malaman natin yung temperature ng isang bagay. So, hindi tayo basta-basta gumagamit or nanghuhula lang kung ano ba ang temperature ng, for example, temperature today kung bumabagyo. But we use a different kind of measuring device for that naman. Pero for thermometer, ginagamit natin yan sa ating body kapag tayo ay may lagnat para malaman kung super high ang ating temperature. Gumagamit din tayo ng thermometer for other foods. Kapag ka nagluluto yung mga chef, meron silang ginagamit na thermometer. Okay? Ngayon, para naman magkaroon tayo ng unit, yung temperature, isinusulat yon using degrees Celsius. Kung makikita nyo ito, may maliit na circle sa taas, upper left, and then big letter C. That is degrees Celsius. Meron din namang pangalawa which is Fahrenheit. Ayan. So either ang gagamitin natin for temperature is degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. Commonly makikita nyo yan sa temperature for the day, kaya body temperature. Yan. So after this lesson, you can check. Pwede ninyong itry and see what's your body temperature for today. Okay? Pwede kayong magpatulong kala mommy and daddy. You ask them if they have thermometer sa bahay and then you can check yourself up and then you can share it with the class. Alright? Next. Ice cream cones by Dr. Binox. On our lesson, we're going to learn about how was ice cream made. This is just for fun. I'm going to share this with you. Thank you very much, Peekaboo and Dr. Binox, for sharing us the invention of ice cream cone. Now, let's just continue with this one. Again, kanina nabanggit ko sa inyo yung pagbabagong nagaganap sa solid. 'Di ba? May mga solid na nababago, may liquid na nababago, at may mga gas na nababago din. Now, the physical features or yung physical na anyo ng solid, liquid, and gas, pwede silang mabago kapag ginamitan ng temperature. Okay? Now, look at this one. Physical change. Meron tayong tinatawag na physical change. Ang physical change ay pagbabago ng isa or higit pang mga physical na katangian ng bagay. So that's what we call physical change. Another one, so bukod sa physical change, meron ding process kung bakit nagkakaroon ng physical change, kung bakit nagkakaroon ng pagbabago. And some of those changes, we call them melting. Tinatawag din natin silang freezing. Pwede ring condensation, evaporation, at sublimation. I-share ko yan sa inyo ha, don't worry. Let's begin with melting first. This is very common. Nakikita ninyo ito kapag may hawak kayong mga natutunaw sa Tagalog. Like the experiment that you did with the chocolate, that's melting. Another one that melts is ice cream. Diba? Ice cream at first, it's solid. It has its definite shape. Pero as time goes by, the solid turns to liquid and we call that melting. Kung ang temperature ay mainit, yung ilang solid naman ay natutunaw, nagiging liquid. Okay? Ang process na yun, again, we call it melting. Isang halimbawa ng melting is yung ice cream, chocolates, and that, always remember, pag sinabing melting, it's from solid papuntang liquid. Yan melting, it's from solid papuntang liquid. Alright? Now, aside from that, meron ding mga other things na nag-undergo ng melting. Not only chocolate, pwedeng yung mga oil na nagiging solid, pwede silang bumalik sa liquid. Candles, yung kandila, yan, natutunaw yung mga yan. Okay, next one. Meron din tayong tinatawag na freezing. Freezing naman, from liquid, nagiging solid. Yung liquid, tumitigas, nagiging solid. So, yung mga nakikita niyo sa pictures, of course, the refrigerator is involved kasi nagpapatigas tayo ng water, nagiging ice, sometimes milk, nagiging ice cream, and many things. Many more. Kung ang temperature kasi ay malamig, kung ang temperature ay mababa, yung ilang liquid nabubuo, nagiging solid. Yun ang tinatawag natin na freezing. Ayan kids ha. Lagi niyong tatandaan yung freezing. Yung mababang temperature, nakaka-apekto yun. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng yelo, sorbetes, or ice cream. Diba? Those are the examples of things that undergo freezing. Okay. Next one. Let's talk about this evaporation. Nakarinig na ba kayo ng evaporation? Yan. Pag sinabi nating evaporation, ibig sabihin ito ay liquid papuntang solid. That is evaporation. Okay. So, yung mga basang damit and tubig, of course, there's liquid in it. Pero pag pinutuyo nyo sa araw, di ba nawawala na yung tubig? Oh, this is an example GIF for evaporation. Usually, ginagamitan ng mainit na temperature and it's very common sa araw. Yung mga natutuyong damit mula dun sa sinampay, di ba? When you expose it to sunlight, the clothes will dry up and that's because of the sun's heat. Yung tubig or yung liquid na nasa damit, nagbabagong anyo, nagiging gas o nagiging singaw. Dahilan para matuyo yung damit na sinampay. Bukod naman doon, meron din tayong tinatawag na condensation. Pagka naman sinabing condensation, ito naman yung gas to liquid. Yan, isang halimbawa niyan is baso na may malamig na tubig. O saang part ba nangyayari ang condensation kapag meron tayong baso na malamig? 'Di ba? If you're gonna imagine ang condensation, I'm gonna show you a cold glass of water para mas ma-imagine ninyo ha. Yan. So, this is an example of a cold water. May ice pa. So, kung titignan niyo yung picture na yan, at first, wala pa yung mga parang, you don't see the surrounding of the glass. Hindi pa siya wet. Wala pang water. Pero kapag iniwan niyo yan, kung mapapansin nyo, yung water napupunta dun sa labas ng baso. Kasi, yung gas nagiging liquid. O, di ba? Gas to liquid, ang tawag dyan ay condensation. Yan. So, this is an example of condensation as well. Alright. Makikita sa isang baso na may malamig na tubig, ang condensation, singaw or water vapor. Kung nakikita ninyo, kapag lumalamig, nagkakaroon ng water vapor. Nabubuo yun kasi usually dahilan yan ng hot or warm temperature. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng ganyan. Another thing is yung prosesong condensation, it's a physical change na nagaganap, again, gas to liquid, and malamig na temperature ang lubos na nakaka-apekto sa pagbabagong physical ng gas. Usually yan kapag may isang malamig na temperature ng, pag may malamig na temperature ng, no, not this one, tubig, yan, nagiging liquid dahil mainit yung nakapaligid. Alright, next one, we have this. Do you know this? This is an example of dry ice. So, bakit ko ba pinapakita sa inyo to? Because we're gonna talk about sublimation. O, pag sinabing sublimation, this is solid naman papuntang gas. This is dry ice, it's solid. Pero once na in-expose mo siya, kung makikita mo may mga lumalabas na gas hanggang sa maubos ng maubos at lumiit ng lumiit ang dry ice. See? Yung mothball, meron tayong mothball, nilalagay natin yan sa cabinet. Although yung iba, siguro hindi pa kayo nakakakita nito kasi it's gonna be dangerous for you kids to touch this kasi baka makain ninyo. It's poisonous. Pero if you're gonna be asking your mom or your lola, lolo, sometimes they put this inside their wardrobes. We call it mothballs, pang away ng mga pests, insects. Yan. So, yung mothballs, this is solid. Pero as time goes by, lumiliit at nauubos siya. That's not magic, but that's solid to gas. And that's again what we call sublimation. Pero hindi lahat ng solid nagsasublimate ha. Yung iba lang. Yung mothball kasi gawa siya sa chemical which is called the naphthalene. Pero hindi lahat ng solid nagsasublimate. Baka kasi mamaya antayin nyo yung mouse nyo biglang mawala. Not all solid sublimates, just some of them. Yung mga kagamitan na makikita natin sa tahanan, it's either solid, liquid, or gas. Alright, don't forget ha, yung mga properties na binabanggit ko sa inyo, yung pinagkaiba ng solid, liquid, and gas, and of course, yung mga pagbabago na nagaganap sa kanila. Yung mga katangian ng solid, liquid, and gas, it's very important na alam natin ang difference with the help of our senses. Yan. So makikita natin yan sa school natin, sa tahanan, kagaya ng mesa, silya for the solids, di ba? Kapag liquid naman, water, juice. Liquid kasi pwedeng malabnaw, pwedeng malapot. Pero hindi porket malapot, solid na. Liquid pa rin yun. Pwedeng mabilis yung pagdaloy, pwedeng mabagal yung pagdaloy. Okay? And a liquid does not have its definite shape, so sinusundan niya lang yung shape ng container niya. And again, we have the third one, which is gas. Hangin, kung kaya't wala tong tiyak na hugis. Yan. Alright, yung gas, nakakatulong sa atin yan para makapagluto tayo, makapagbigay ng liwanag because fire is also considered gas. Ha? Meron tayong iba't ibang properties for solid like color, shapes, texture, and for colors, you can identify different colors naman, ano? Gaya ng white and red, yellow and purple, orange, blue. Sa mga hugis, madami. And of course, we have circle, triangle, and many more. Pero yung iba sa inyo, nalilito sa texture, tekstura. Ang texture, yun yung nararamdaman natin pag hinawakan natin yung isang bagay. Pwedeng malambot, kagaya ng pillow. Pwedeng matigas, kagaya ng table. Or pwedeng smooth or madulas, kagaya ng ibang fruits. Pwedeng magaspang, kagaya ng pader and rocks, diba? And many more. Okay, now, feel free to get back, but afterwards, kapag nag-umpisa na kayo ng seat work natin, huwag na kayong mag-get back, ha? Bawal nang bumalik. But if you're ready, go get your pencil and notebooks. Like what I said, magkakaroon tayo ng activity bago tayo mag-end. Sige, let's start. Letter lang ang isusulat. Pakisulat ang answer sa notebook ninyo. Isulat nyo muna ang number 1. Tapos, kasunod sa number 1 yung letter na sagot ninyo. Okay? Letters only. Number 1. Ang solid ay mga bagay na letter A. Hindi nakikita. Letter B. Walang bigat. Not heavy, not light. It doesn't have any mass. Letter C, walang shape. It doesn't have shape. And letter D, it does have its own shape. It does have color and texture. Number 2. Which of the following is a solid that is soft? Malambot na solid. Letter A, stone, bato. Letter B, bulaklak or flower. Letter C, lapis or pencil. And letter D, upuan. Number 3. Yung mga sumusunod ay katangian ng solid except 1, maliban sa isa. O alin ang hindi katangian ng solid? Letter A, dumadaloy. Letter B, may sariling hugis. It has its own shape. Letter C, you can touch it. And letter D, it has texture. Alin ang hindi? Number 4, sand, buhangin. Okay? Papel de liha, yung pangkiskis. And langka. Langka, it's a fruit, ha? Those examples ay mga bagay na iniuri sa pamamagitan ng, o ano ba yung pagkakapare-parehas ng mga yan? Sand, papel de liha, langka, anong pagkakapare-parehas niyan? Letter A, shape. Letter B, color. Letter C, measurement. And letter D, texture. O, ito ang halimbawa ng papel de liha. Kung hindi pa kayo nakakakita, pinangkikis-kis yan. Langka, alam nyo ba ang langka? Langka is a fruit. Pero, if you're gonna look at what the fruit looks like, yan ang langka. O, anong pinagkaiban, anong pinagkaparehas nila? Okay, next, number 5. Ang mga sumusunod ay halimbawa ng solid except 1. Isa lang na hindi solid. Number 1, evaporated milk or yung gatas na evaporada. Letter B, crayon. Letter C, Holland. Alam niyo ba yung Holland? Marbles na bilog. transparent glass marbles, and letter C, blackboard. Sige, isulat ang answer sa notebook. Pwede ninyong balikan ng question if you can or if you like, if you need to. We're gonna check your answer sa class. To make sure na napanood niyo yung video, dapat may answer kayo sa seatwork na ito. Alright? See you sa class. Thank you very much. Again, we've learned about week 5 topic, mga pagbabago sa solid, liquid at gas, bunga ng temperature. See you again. See you sa ating class. Goodbye.